do things better. You probably can encounter competence and efficiency. Inefficiency.
Yep.
Far too often to a great extent. This is because that we don't question existing transitions and positions and
Spell it. I don't know if you.
TRADIT.
Traditions, not transitions. I knew it wasn't the right word.
And processes. Existing systems are usually not the product of design. Instead, the outdated social beliefs, cultural and norms, and the simple interpretations of the system we encounter. People in authority tells us what to believe, and far too often we accept the common wisdom. Critical thinking provides us with tools to cut through that. From problems as small, we go on vacations to large ones, such as to marry. Critical thinking allows us to make better decisions. These skills are essential in the current economy, which it emphasizes on startups of entrepreneurship.
Say it.
Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship.
That means starting your own business.
Okay. Tech companies champion an approach of a distributive innovation. They attempt to create new markets and value systems which replace the existing business of model. This to disrupt the plan. Model emphasizes any critical thinking to replace the current model. You will first examine it and assess its weaknesses and strengths. Next, you will design a more efficient plan disregarding traditional common sense models. Amazon took over the market by distributing a transitional marketplace. Bookstores remained beloved institutions, and it was still common marketplace to go to the store or buy a book. Nonetheless, the traditional business models suffered undeserved drawbacks. There was a good chance that some of the books that the customers wanted were unavailable because of limited shelf space. And there was high due to the significant expenses, and finally bookstores weren't able to be exposed to customers and to the information of the new books efficiently. Amazon.com revolutionized book sales by coming to a business from the outside. Jeff Bezos, and the entrepreneur behind his company, is interested in maintaining this transition. Instead, his mission was to use the internet and to provide services efficiently. Only after researching several inefficient industries did he decide to enter a book business. He chooses to sell books rather than other kinds because customers did not have to try them or taste them. They were suited for remote purchases and unpleasant as this may sound re-entered and unnecessary. What is critical thinking consist of? The process.
Spell it.
Process. Process of critical thinking involves featuring concepts and the components. Perception. Our first step to thinking about anything is to
I'm listening.
Perceive.
Spell it.
Perceive.
Sorry, spell it.
Perceive.
Huh?
Perceive.
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 That means how you understand something. Perceive.
Perceive.
Yeah.
The situation. We cannot be aware of the problem that shares solving unless we have perceived it first. The importance to keep in the mind of the perception. Perception is not objective or neutral. Our perception is how we filter objectives and reality through our subjective values and feelings. For example, let's say you're setting up your monthly budget. You've been able to save a substantial amount of money. However, your parents installed in you the importance of saving money. You may see this as a serious problem you're beginning. If you live one day at a time, you may shrug your shoulders and say, "Thank God I have enough." Our assumptions are examined, beliefs, and taken for granted. Our plans to actions and are usually unknowingly built on the assumptions of fostering critical thinking. We must be willing to examine our assumptions and critically to see if they are accurate and serve a practical purpose. Remember, you cannot assume anything is true unless you have reviewed it thoroughly. Going back to a previous example, another tendency is necessary to...
What did you say? Whenever spell that word? Tendency or what?
Yeah.
Spell it?
Neither tendency is necessary. The correct...
Spell tendency. Make sure it's the right.
Tendency.
Okay, what does tendency mean? Do you know? Huh?
No.
Okay, then tell me if you don't understand the word. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Tendency means something you're used to doing. So you have a tendency to not talk when you don't know. But Abby has a tendency to talk when she doesn't know. Because she's nervous and she's afraid of looking stupid. And I said that's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to come off like you're smarter than you're not equipped to handle.
Right.
You agree?
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's necessary to...
So what does tendency mean? Make sure you're paying attention.
It means that you are used to doing something.
Yeah. Good job. Very
It's
funny.
necessary, the correct one. Examine them carefully. If you're going to actively decrease your budget in the future, you may not need to squeeze every penny in if your budget is a long-term one. But saving anything can be a serious problem. Whatever your beliefs are on saving, examine how relevant they are to your current situation. Emotions. Many people believe that the race thought is impossible unless you put your emotions aside. This is neither true nor realistic. Instead, your emotions are an integral part of your critical thinking, feeling colorful and influence of every decision we make. This is not a bad thing. We use our critical thinking skills to prove the world around us. There is no way to do that without using emotion inductors. For example, solving problems that trivial June's life is a noble, worthy goal for a rational thought. However, it is meaningless without the emotional significance of...
What? What?
She said move your...
Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Going back to budgeting example, to unpack how much money we need to save, Applying it to your solve process increases the chances of reaching a wrong conclusion. However, life isn't that straightforward. Sometimes a hidden thought process can be achieved by outstanding results. Remember that old saying, even a broken clock is right twice a day. For example, imagine you're eating a bag of Azor jelly beans. Your friend says to you, I bet you $100 the next one you take out of the bag is green. When you ask why, the friend explains, the last jelly bean you ate was green, therefore all the jelly beans are green. You argue to take the bet, but the next jelly bean you withdraw is yuck. You guessed it, green. Your friend says, see, in that case, the friend's logic was faulty, but he was right.
I'm gonna move Dad's phone. I will be back.
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Applying it to your solve process increases the chances of reaching a wrong conclusion. However, life isn't that straightforward. Sometimes a hidden thought process can be achieved by outstanding results. Remember that old saying, even a broken clock is right twice a day. For example, imagine you're eating a bag of Azor jelly beans. Your friend says to you, I bet you $100 the next one you take out of the bag is green. When you ask why, the friend explains, the last jelly bean you ate was green, therefore all the jelly beans are green. You argue to take the bet, but the next jelly bean you withdraw is yuck. You guessed it, green. Your friend says, see, in that case, the friend's logic was faulty, but he was right.
I'm gonna move Dad's phone. I will be back.
What's that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Cool. Action steps. Let's perform your exercise and see what role critical thinking has played in your life so far and how you can apply it to the future. Take one of the most significant and the most difficult decisions you have made in your life. Maybe moving to another state or country. What?
Keep reading.
Maybe marrying or breaking up with a significant other, or quitting a job. It doesn't matter as long as you had options and it wasn't easy to choose between them. Next, do the following. Write down all of the alternatives you had to the decision ultimately made. 2. Write down why you choose one over the other. 3. Were these reasons based on your facts, research, or on assumptions? What assumptions informed that decision? 5. How do you know this assumption could be true? Have you examined their validity? 6. Do you make many of your decisions based on the founded assumptions, or what? There are some examples.
Good job.
Mhm.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great reading. Really getting good at